Get ready because in this video, I am going to show you how to take $100,000 and with that $100,000, purchase both SPY and QQQ leaps, use those leaps to generate weekly income in the form of a salary for yourself. With the combination of the weekly income over 2.5 years, coupled with the appreciation of the leaps themselves, you are looking at a potential of $136,000 salary each year over the next 2.5 years. That would equate to a 68% annualized return. A reminder, this is not financial advice. It's for illustrative purposes only. Please do your own due diligence before trading.
Hello, and welcome to the Trading with Ashley show. Yes, we have seen a sea of red in the markets, especially the QQQ and the SPY. But I have been waiting for a pullback in the QQQ and the SPY so that I could purchase some leaps call options and then use the next 2.5 years to sell covered calls against those leaps. It's called a poor man's covered call. And I am going to show you how my investment today of a little over $100,000 could produce over a 50% annual return if I follow my rules for trading, and I will go over those with you right now. Now, is this the perfect time to buy a leaps call option so that you can do the same? Well, only you can decide, but I can share with you from a technical standpoint, it looks like it is a good time to start to establish your position. Now, in all fairness, I have not put all of my money into these instruments just yet. If we do have further pullbacks, I will add to my position to average down. But this is a 2.5 year play. And like I said, I have been waiting for the optimum time that the technicals show it's a good time to buy. And for me, that time is now, at least to establish some of my position. Now, trading a leaps call option and selling a poor man's covered call against it requires a few assumptions for what I'm about to share with you. So let's go through those. For this trade to work out, both the SPY and QQQ must continue to go up over the next 2.5 years. Now, this trade will allow me to profit in two different ways. One, the appreciation of the leaps itself, and then two, selling covered calls against those leaps. So let's talk about the assumption if these leaps are going to appreciate in value. For the leaps I am purchasing now to appreciate in value at the level that would provide the return I'm sharing with you, I would need the SPY to go up on average about 10% over the next 2.5 years. On the QQQ, I would need the QQQ, the NASDAQ, to go up on average about 15% in the next 2.5 years. Now, if those numbers aren't reached, I'll still have a decent return, but for the sake of transparency, those are the figures I used in my calculations. Now, this is also assuming that I won't get top dollar every week for the shorter dated calls that I am selling. I calculated about 70% of the premium that's listed is actually money in my pocket because I have to account for having to roll the position, and I also have to account for if I decide to buy back the trade and take a little bit of loss on the trade before I open up a new position. Now, why have I decided to make these trades now? After all, there's so many question marks on the future. What would cause me to go ahead and put substantial money into either of these plays? Well, it has to do with the fact that I have been watching and waiting for an opportunity like this. And with the pullbacks we have seen already this year, I know that if we continue to go down, I should be able to add to the position and average down. And the other reason is I have actually been saving money over the past year, lying in wait for the right opportunity. Part of being a successful investor is being patient, and I have shown extreme restraint and patience as I continue to prepare myself to purchase leaps with the intent of creating a weekly income. After I take you through the step-by-step process, then I'm going to go over the potential risk, because I believe if you're going to try to do something like this that is longer dated and it is taking quite a bit of capital, that you should fully understand the risk before you begin trading. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. You need to do your own due diligence, and if you're just not comfortable, well, then I would just paper trade it to see how it works out, and then you can always decide to start this strategy at a later time. With that being said, let's get into the details.
Before we get started on the actual play, let's take a look at the technicals and I will show you why I think this is a good time for me to start to establish my position. If you look at what the SPY is trading at today, we're at around $554. Well, if you can look down here, you can see we're at the bottom of our Bollinger Band and we have pierced the 200-day moving average. Typically when that happens, we might potentially stay at this level for a couple of weeks and then decide to start going up. We could pull back further, but from a technical standpoint, this would be a decent time to start to establish my position. The other thing that I'm looking at is right down here at the RSI. You can see we are below 30 right now on the RSI, and that is typically the oversold area for you to consider to start buying into a stock. Looking at the QQQ right now, the NASDAQ, we're in a very similar situation. Currently, it's trading around $470 a share, and we are at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. We are oversold on the RSI if you're looking at the 6-month chart, and we have pierced that 200-day moving average. So this would be a natural time to start to establish a position in the QQQ as well. The first step in this process is to actually purchase your leaps. I am going to go out as far out as I can, and right now that is December the 17th of 2027. Once I populate the option chain, I want to look to the left because that is where I will find my call options, and this is purchasing a call. I'm looking right here at this 540 strike. The reason I like this strike is, one, it has a little bit of interest in open volume, but two, I like the delta. I try to shoot for somewhere around a 0.7 delta, maybe to a 0.8 delta, but this one intrigues me because it's going to cost less than $10,000 to open up this trade. Now the beauty of this is, if I were going to purchase 100 shares of the SPY right now, well, that would cost me about $55,000 to do so. But I can buy this 540 strike dated 2.5 years from now, and I can pay less than $10,000. So theoretically, if I wanted, I could take the same amount of capital that it would cost to buy 100 shares of the SPY, and I could buy 5 of these leaps call options. Every dollar that the SPY goes up or down, this delta right here shows me how much something that I'm paying $9,800 for, how much it will go up or down as well. Well, if I had the shares and it goes up $100, then I would just simply enjoy $100 appreciation of my position. But if I have 5 of these and the share price goes up $1, then I would take the figure of 500 and multiply it by 0.67. That would allow me to enjoy an additional $335 in appreciation for every dollar movement up in the SPY versus if I just held the 100 shares. So that's a lot better deal because I am getting 3 times the return on my money by purchasing the leaps versus the shares outright right now. The next step in this process after I purchase the leaps is to go ahead and sell the shorter dated call against it. Well, I'd want to wait definitely for a green day, and that's the beauty when you're dealing with the SPY or the QQQ. You can simply wait for a green day and then count 5 days forward if you're wanting to do weekly trades. Assuming it's a green day, let me look at potentially opening a trade 5 days from 3/12. So to do that, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would get me an opportunity to open up a trade on 3/18/2025. Now that we've found our expiration date, let's go on the hunt for the right strike price to sell our calls. Now when I sell calls against my leaps, I like to go with something around a 0.2 delta. I think that helps because there's only about a 20% chance that we actually breach that by my expiration date. And if I have to roll the trade out of harm's way, it's usually pretty easy to roll if I go with that 0.2 delta. So right here on this particular date, it looks like 572 might be a really good strike price for me to consider. The delta's 0.19, and I can get $380 in 1 week for selling this call 5 days out. And this is when the market is actually down quite a bit. This amount of premium will increase quite a bit as the market starts pushing up again. Now it's time to select my Leaps call option for the QQQ as part of this strategy. So again, I'm going to go to December the 17th of 2027, and I'm going to look for something around a 0.7 delta. I like the 455 strike price. Currently, it is showing that it would cost me about $10,500 for this particular strike price. After I make this purchase, now I will go and search for a call option to sell on a green day. Counting 5 days ahead and landing on 3/18 of 2025, I want to find a strike price that has something around a 0.2 delta. I like 489. It's at a 0.19 delta, and it is paying a lot. It's paying $387 for me to sell this call against my Leaps. Again, this is when the market is quite red, so this will grow exponentially as the market starts going up again. Now I want to go look at what the Leaps that we're purchasing, what they will be worth when we actually decide to close shop in about 2.5 years. So here is my SPY call. I've put it in an option calculator, and it gives you a lot of great detail to help you better understand how much these will actually be worth. So I am looking at that strike price that I selected. It's the 540 call that I purchased. It expires on December the 17th of 2027. Now, if the SPY continues to go up about 10% per year over the next 2.5 years, that'll put the SPY anywhere between $705 and $710 a share. So you can see here on this option calculator, if I were to go ahead and close down this Leaps as we get closer to the expiration date, so maybe around September, I'm looking at anywhere between maybe $7,200 and $7,500 for each Leaps that I purchased. That's how much I would have profited on the Leaps alone. In a bit, we'll go over our total profits to add to this from selling weekly calls. Let's do the same for the QQQ that we purchased at the $455 strike. We want to see how much this will be worth if the NASDAQ continues to grow at about 15% a year over the next 2.5 years. Well, if that's the case, then we are looking at a price somewhere around $670 for the QQQ. If that's the case, it will allow us to profit for each Leaps that we have at about anywhere between $11,500 and $12,000 per Leaps. Now remember, we purchased this for around $10,000, so in 2.5 years, this will actually allow us over 100% return on this alone. Now let's put it all together so that we can see how much we will profit from purchasing these Leaps right now in this moment of time, and then starting to sell weekly calls against those Leaps. Starting with $100,000, if we then purchase SPY Leaps and QQQ Leaps, 5 of each, you're looking at about $10,000 for your SPY Leaps and another $10,500 for your QQQ Leaps. Now this could change by the time this video gets out, but you could wait for a pullback to try to get those prices at around the $10,000 mark. Once done, you'll have 5 Leaps for a value of about $50,000 for your SPY, and then another 5 QQQ Leaps for a value of about $50,250. Selling a poor man's covered call, a shorter dated call against your Leaps for the SPY will generally yield you about $380 per week, and for the QQQ about $387 per week. However, I do know that due to rolling or having some weeks where it just won't cooperate, that you won't have that ability to get the full amount. So for our calculation purposes, I've discounted that by about 30%. With the figures at a 30% discount, I'm looking at about $266 on average per Leap for the SPY and $270 on average per week for every QQQ sold call. If you take those figures and multiply it by 5, because we have 5 SPY Leaps and 5 QQQ Leaps, that is going to yield approximately $1,330 per week for the SPY, poor man's covered calls, and about $1,354 per week for the QQQ covered calls. When you add those two together, you're looking at a realistic weekly income of about $2,600 per week. If you consider the life of this trade, possibly 2.5 years of doing this, you would take this figure of $2,684 per week, multiply it by 130 weeks, that's about 2.5 years. This would result over that time period about $350,000 in premiums from poor man's covered calls. This would be considered your income over the next 2.5 years. Now, we can't forget that the leaps themselves are growing in value. If we use those figures that I shared with you earlier, considering that the SPY will potentially grow about 10% over the next 2.5 years and the QQQ about 15% over the next 2.5 years, then each leaps that we hold on the SPY should yield us about $7,000, a $35,000 total profit from these leaps. Looking at the QQQ, it's a little bit better. Each leaps should yield us about $11,500. Multiply that by 5 and you're looking at $57,000 in profit. Now this is really putting it all together. So when you add all of the profit together, you would have your initial $100,000 in 2.5 years using a combination of appreciation of the leaps coupled with selling poor man's covered calls against it. It should yield about $441,000. When you annualize that return, it's a 68% annualized return, offering you a salary of about $136,000 per year. Now, this is an example only. It's not financial advice. This is in a controlled environment that I have put together with these figures, and we all know the market doesn't always cooperate. So your results could be different, but if it's anywhere close to this, it should be considered a win. Let's discuss what the risks are with this strategy. Well, if the market stalls out, or worse yet, pulls back over the next 2.5 years, then you could lose 100% of your initial investment. A reminder for those of you that will be selling covered calls against your leaps, if you see that the price is approaching your strike, it's about $1 away, that would be the point for you to go ahead and take action, rolling up in strike and out in time to avoid the leaps being shut down prematurely. To minimize this risk further, wait to sell your covered calls against your leaps on a green day and only go 1 week out. That should allow for a sufficient roll up and out in time and avoid your leaps being closed down early.
I hope you found that helpful and it opened up your eyes to a new way of trading, one that will allow you to take advantage of these blended funds that continue to go up over time, especially as you zoom out. Now, for those of you that have followed me for a while, you saw my original video on the subject. I'm going to go ahead and attach that right here so you can see even greater detail of how this works. Remember, if you're with me trading with Ashley, there is no trader left behind.